Good afternoon, you guys, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on this afternoon. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. So, like, share, subscribe, comment, and all of those great things, okay? All right, you guys, I wanted to talk about Jaguar Wright. Okay, Jaguar Wright was arrested this morning. Okay, um, I was able to let me see pull up her picture where she was arrested this morning. It looks like she's still in the process of getting processed because it has not put her charges, nor has it um, they set a bond. I don't know if she had a warrant out for her arrest or something like that, but it looks like she has been arrested. You know, the thing about Jaguar Right is I've listened to Jaguar, and I've always believed a lot of what Jaguar said. Okay, and Jaguar is very talented, and I think that she did see a lot within the industry. It kind of I don't know if it I'm sure when you see the sadistic stuff that Jaguar has claimed to have seen, I'm sure, especially when you have to work and mingle within all of that evilness, it affects you mentally. And even though she's said that she has mental illnesses and stuff, um, I still believe a lot of what she say because a lot of what Jaguar has said has, started to come out. You know, she started talking about Puffy, and they started hiring people to expose her mental illnesses. And what does that do when people start to expose your mental illnesses? It starts to chip away at your credibility. I think that's what they tried to do, but it seems like to me a lot of over 80% of what she said has turned out to be true. I kind of watched Jaguar when she was a couple years ago when she was on other people's channels. She was on Storm Monroe's channel. She was on Nosy Ho's channel. And I think at some point Storm Monroe had turned on her for some reason, but I think they're back cool now, right? And even still, she didn't talk bad about Storm Monroe. You know, whenever that issue happened, I still feel like Jaguar Wright has a really really good heart, right? Definitely talented, but what I see is I'm starting to see people starting to kind of, not everybody, kind of use her as a side and pony show, they kind of use her for their own benefits, and then when they can't use her anymore or whatever, they turn around and dog her out. And just looking at some of the vlogs that I was looking at just a few minutes ago, they're saying some people that she may have messed with, been cool with in the past. Something happened, she started dealing with them, and they turned on her. Um, they may have she had a warrant or something. They had did something, and then they turned around and had the police to arrest her. And I think it's sad when you start to see men ganging up on women like that. I see now a lot of men, a lot of them such bitches. They don't really have issues with doing things like that, but I kind of worry about Jaguar because I kind of see people attach themselves to her for views and all of that, and I think that sometimes she gets taken advantage of. I'm sure because of her mental um, issues and stuff. I see people get close to her and then they turn around and turn on her. I remember when right before, when she and her husband, she had a breakdown about she and her husband a couple years ago had gotten into it. Well, there was a guy that had gotten up under her and she had not been on her meds, and she started to have a breakdown, and he took the camera and turned the camera on and went live and recorded her having that total breakdown. I mean, he got in the car and turned it on and so that people could see everything. Why on earth would he do something like that? That was a plant that had been put there, it seems to me, to make her look bad. and I see she has a free spirit. You know, she seems to want to give everybody a chance. That's how it appears to me. And then some of these men get up under her and they use her, and when they can't use her anymore, they start. It looks like start trying to turn on her. I'm not saying that she's innocent, but I'm just saying from the perspective of what I can see, right? Because it seems to me she kind of affiliates more with guys, right? And so I hope that Jaguar, she's talented. I do believe a lot of what she says. She was seemed to be dead on. I always believe what she said about Diddy because she was not the only person that had said that. But you know, I hope that Jaguar gets herself together because I know she brings views and stuff. I wish that people would handle her in a more charismatic way, right? Instead of using her or trying to use her as their sideshow freak. I don't like that. And I'm not saying that's what she is, but I'm saying that's what people will do, right? They would try and do things of that nature if they feel like they can benefit. This is someone I love the fact that she gets her story out. I kind of like how Storm Monroe has started to handle her. He never mishandled her. I think there was some issues, you know, because at that time according to Jag, you know, maybe some outside forces that Storm rose around at that time forced him to turn against her or something like that. It's still, I mean, he was a grown man, he didn't have to do it, but I'm glad those fences were mended, right? But I just wish that people would handle her more with care because her mental illnesses are documented. She's verbalized those illnesses, and I don't like that, right? I don't like that because I really do believe that she is a good soul. Okay. Um, I've been very vocal about that. I see some of the people that claim that they have an affiliation with her. I don't even know. I don't know what to say other than I'm just gonna keep her in my prayers, okay? Because some of these people are just flat out evil. And if they can't use her anymore, they probably I was looking at a vlogger popped up on somebody else's channel that everybody already knows is nothing but bad news, okay? And I hope talking you know about uh their his affiliation with her, I hope to God that that Miss Jaguar um can get some people around her that um that handles her right, that truly handles her, and handling her right is knowing when to not put her in front of the camera, right? Like I said, I truly believe her story. I believe everything she said about how the industry mishandled her and stuff. But to be, you know, doing her like that, you cool with her, and then bragging about putting a warrant on her and then having her arrested, and y'all supposed to be some men, you know. But we know men that claim that they're a lot of them that claim that they're men now are not men. And I'm not saying that every show that she's been on they've done that to her. No, I'm not saying that. Because I've seen quite a few vloggers handle her with care, right? But then there are some that are just scummy, okay? And hey, but anyways, she is arrested. I hope everything turns out right, all right for her. They have not set a bond for her yet. They haven't even added her charges, so more than likely she's still being processed. Okay, I like Jaguar, right? I want to see the sister win in real life. Okay, I also want to talk about a story. Um, let me see, where a um it said in California, surveillance surveillance video obtained by eyewitness news shows the moments a armed man with a semi weapon started just popping at cars passing on a busy street in San Jacinto. So that's in California. Y'all, mental illness is off of the freaking chain. People have are completely off of their rockers. They don't care. I mean, I don't know what's going on. And then some of these people just get mad and
Camera
want
fired
to
a
go
gun
make
at
everybody
random
else fight
walking
for this
down the
hell.
street. The disturbing act is the reason another man is dead, killed by a bullet while driving by. This all happened in San Jacinto at 7th and State Streets. Inland Empire Bureau Chief Ron McMillan talks to a witness, new at 5.
Surveillance video showing a man armed with a semi-automatic handgun walking down State Street in San Jacinto, then indiscriminately firing at random cars on the road. After appearing to empty the clip, he tosses it, but the damage was done. Several vehicles struck by gunfire, along with 2 people. One of them, 42-year-old Victor Leon, was killed.
It's so sad, very sad.
Enrique Torres owns E&E Tires on State Street. It was his surveillance cameras that picked up this video of the suspect early Monday morning. He says they heard at least 30 shots.
In the back, there were like 5 or 6 people working, I mean, I was afraid that he might probably get inside my business and start shooting at people, because he just started shooting just like that. Boom, 2 cars, 2 windows, 2 doors.
Just moments before the shooting in front of the car wash, the suspect had walked north on State Street, coming from a strip mall about half a block south, where surveillance video inside a market picked him up too. That video showing the suspect walking into El Toro Market, workers describing him as nervous and sweaty, eventually walking up to a cashier and asking her to buy a shot of liquor, but he only had $1. So he leaves, moments later pulling out a gun and opening fire. The suspect, identified as 39-year-old Julio Rodarte, then ditching the gun and taking off all his clothes as he walked away.
You said he took his clothes off, like completely?
Yeah,
like
completely naked. Yeah, he took them off and he just kept walking.
Rodarte was arrested on suspicion of murder and 10 counts of attempted murder.
Y'all, this is crazy on so many levels. I'm trying to see something else. Let's see. His name is Julio Rodarte. Hold on. Here is this is the person that he took out, you guys. Okay. This is the father of 4. They're saying that the man that he actually hit, just randomly popping his gun that was driving by, was the father of 4. Hold on. I think this is it right here. Hold on. Here it is right here.
Because with Vistaprint, the printabilities are endless. New customers get 25.
Of course, y'all already know we have the commercials. Hold on.
Firing on passing cars, striking and killing a father of 4 who was just driving home from work.
Victor Leon was just minutes from home when he was hit. The bullet killing the 42-year-old and shattering the lives of his family. KTLA's Shelby Nelson spoke with Victor's wife and joins us now with a heartbreaking interview. Shelby?
Micah, Victor Leon's family is just beside themselves. They are grieving the loss of Victor, who they say was lovable. If you were sad, he can cheer you up. Well, he was one of 2 victims who was shot by a gunman yesterday who was just aiming at random cars here on State Street in San Jacinto. The other driver who was also hit is now in stable condition, we're hearing.
He was a very lovable person. He leaves us very broken.
Griselda Zepeda had been with her husband, Victor Hugo Leon, for 13 years. He was a family man. The 2 were raising their 4 kids together in their first home they bought 2 years ago in San Jacinto.
He had that mean face, but he was such a sweetheart. He was always helping people. He was always doing his best for his family.
But she is beside herself. The love of her life gone in the blink of an eye. Victor worked the overnight shift at a warehouse in Moreno Valley and would head home in the morning. But when Griselda got up Monday morning, her husband wasn't home yet, which was strange. Her sister, who worked with him, said he had left about an hour earlier.
After him not calling me back after 40 times of me calling him, I just knew something was bad. I reported him missing. I went to every hospital, hoping they told me to tell me he was there.
It turns out Victor was one of 2 victims hit by gunfire while driving along State Street near 7th Street in San Jacinto. Surveillance video shows the moment this man randomly starts shooting at cars passing by. At one point, he unloads, tosses his magazine, loads up again, and takes aim. Another angle shows him continue to walk down as he shoots at a black truck and other cars. Witnesses then say he got undressed. At one point, it appears that he starts kicking his shoes off. The Riverside County Sheriff's Department identifying him as 39-year-old Julio Cesar Rodarte. Rodarte was arrested and booked on 1 count of murder and 10 counts of attempted murder. A motive is unclear, but the pain this has caused is immeasurable. A GoFundMe account has been set up for Victor's family to help for funeral costs.
He got really close to God, and he said no matter what, if it's bad or good, you should always ask him for help.
Yeah, that's so sad. That's what I'm talking about. That damn fool. He went into that gas station and he was sweating and stuff because he was probably gonna hit that clerk. He probably went in there looking. If it had been a lot of people in there, it looks like it was only the clerk in there. Or he was a coward. He didn't want to hit somebody looking directly at them, right? That's what cowards do. So he just randomly goes out in the street and just start hitting at somebody and has taken a man who was just coming home from work from his children. And that's why I say, I know there's a lot of mental illness going on, but there are a lot of people that are just dirty, right? They have all of this stuff going on in their lives and they want for everybody else to suffer because they are suffering. I don't like people like that. That's why I don't deal with people that go, well, I went through it. You got to go through it too. No, if I went through hell, I don't want somebody else to go through hell just because I went through hell. I don't deal with people that even think like that. That's a broken person that is subject to do anything. I go through hell so the person behind me don't have to go through hell. Some people are just so selfish. Now, I believe in hard work. If I work hard for something to attain something, you get out there and you work your ass off too. But if I have to go through hell when the conditions are not right as it relates to something, we fight to make the conditions better. So for us, as well as the people that come behind us, some of these people are just dirty. I'm mad and I want people to suffer like I suffer. I was just mad at the world. Well, why didn't you go take your own damn life? Okay, everybody ain't mentally ill. Some of these people are on drugs and stuff, and they get on drugs to go and do things of this nature. Get on this alcohol. It gives them liquid courage. And so, I think that's sad. I'm going to go over to the GoFundMe page of the young man. Let's see. His name was what is his name? Julio. No, isn't that the full name? Victor Hugo. Yeah, Victor Hugo. And he hit another person that did not pass. I'm going over to the GoFundMe page and I'm going to give to that family. That is very heartbreaking to me. It's very heartbreaking. Hey, hopefully he'll fry. He's sitting there looking like a lame now. You could tell from the expressions on his face, he realized what he's done. You can look at people and tell when they know better. I'm talking, yeah. Look at his let me see.
The lives of his
is just a gun.
His mugshot.
Result 4 kids together in their work the Monday.
Him not
Look at his
by gun. The moment witnesses kicking him.
I was looking at his mugshot. Let me see something. I forget his name. Julio. I think his mugshot is up. This is him right here. I think that's him that the police. See, look at him. This is his mugshot. So, just looking at his mugshot, that's a man that knows what he did. He know what he did was not right. Yeah, there's some mental illness coupled with it, but a lot of these people are just low down and dirty. I'm mad. Somebody made my life hell. I'm going to make another family life hell. That's when you need to go ahead and take the weapon out and pop yourself. But see, a lot of these folks are cowards. They couldn't dare do anything to themselves. When you find people loving to torture other people, whether it's harassment and stuff, those are cowards. If you're that unhappy, take your own damn life. But they can't do that because they're cowards. He would have made everybody's life better if he had did that first, took his own stuff out. But he didn't do that. Okay? He wanted to make somebody else's life a living hell. But rest in peace to the young man. I pray for a speedy recovery for the other person that he hit up. I hope that they're okay. They didn't say much about that person, and my heart goes out to the family, and I'm definitely going to give to the funeral fund, the GoFundMe, and I hope other people do too, okay? But anyways, you guys, I wanted to speak about that, and I'll be praying for Jaguar Wright. I like Jaguar. I really do. But I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.